We will start with the webinar now. So I would again like to thanks everyone for joining us today for this webinar. I hope everyone is audible, right? And for everyone, we have the chat open here. If you have any concerns, so now everyone can hear us, right?
Can you hear us? Are we audible?
Okay.
Yes.
Okay. Thanks a lot. Okay. So as you all know, we'll start with the topic that is reinventing the facility management with the digital world. Today, I would like to introduce Jayesh and myself,
Hi.
Vinay. So Jayesh is a global business head at Axonator, and I'm myself, Vinay. I'm digital transformation head here in Axonator.
Hello, everybody.
So I will quickly share my screen so that we will quickly start with the presentation. Please allow me 1 minute. So to start with the webinar first slide. So here is the agenda of webinar, where we would like to talk about the digital transformation. Like the core focus will be on the digital transformation and facilities management. So we will start with why there is a need of digital transformation in these days now, and later we will talk about the facility management and digital transformation, like how exactly it is connected. Then we will talk about the available methods and ways that are available in the market for digital transformation. Coming to the last session or last section of the webinar, that would be a micro app strategy and how exactly we have invented micro app strategy here in Axonator and helping companies with the strategies for digital transformation. After that, we would like to know your questions so that we can discuss. So that would be the agenda of the webinar. So we will quickly start with the first topic. So I would like to hand over to Mr. Jayesh Patil, and he will continue with that.
Yes. Thank you, Vinay, for allowing me to speak. So when we say that why digital transformation is required, so because digital transformation is not a choice anymore, and COVID has accelerated the digital transformation initiative. And we are pioneering a unique concept in the world in the mobile digital transformation. After COVID, 60% ratio is increased in digital transformation. Top companies going digital, reason being the companies who are still moving ahead with the process of manual entities, they are losing their business so far. So what we have seen is business are making digital platforms as their differentiating factor to get new business. All top companies are already going digital using mobile and tablet apps. So companies that are not digitally efficient are losing business.
Right.
This is the latest statistic presented by one of the large market research companies in the month of December 2020. So digital technologies have transformed the way of working, redefining the workplace and improving workforce efficiency, streamlining the regular operations, which ultimately impacts on business revenues and client relations. Because we have also observed that many companies are facing the billing concerns with the end customers because they don't have a real-time data, real-time updates on the dashboard. They are not able to pull the exact report for billing purpose. So this is a need that they would like to go for digital transformation. Yeah. So the last line, why digital transformation fails due to lack of planning and choosing right strategy. Only 11% is the success ratio, right,
Yeah,
Vinay?
yeah.
Yeah.
So what we have seen in the market these days, so far there were a lot of like ways that are available for digital transformation, and companies were using the traditional methods of data collection on paper forms and spreadsheets so far. Now companies are thinking towards the digital transformation, and what we have seen, whatever methods that companies are applying from last 2 decades, the ratio of like having a successful digital transformation in an organization, it's just 11%.
Yeah.
So why it is why it is so less? Because the common problem that CIOs and CTOs of different organizations has recognized that due to lack of planning and choosing the right strategy for digital transformation is a challenge, because there are a lot of options are available in the market, but choosing the right strategy is important.
Yes, exactly.
Now,
So
why in digital transformation these days, mobile is becoming the most important factor.
exactly. And that's the reason companies started analyzing that getting rid of such manual operations is very important.
Now, coming towards the next slide of our webinar, that is, what is the connection between facilities management and the digital transformation? So, in facilities management, so far companies are, like I said, companies have processes of using the paper forms and spreadsheets on their sites, different for different operations, for inspections and customer feedback, etc. So when it so far companies are using this process. Now companies are thinking towards a digital, like implementing a digital platform for their moving staff for day-to-day operations, because for facility management services company, client are asking them for to implement a digital platform, as well as they have recognized that manual process is error prone and giving a lot of problems in their daily operations, and ultimately they are losing business. So now facilities management companies or facility management coming up with a digital platform for their staff, which actually help them to improve overall efficiency, bring transparency in operations. So now, what is mean by bring transparency in operations? So, for example, can like if we consider an example of facility management a services company who provide services to different clients. So for them, being transparent with their customers is the key to bring like to build the trust, because when they send the real time updates, real time reports to their customers on the fly, they get impressed with those reports and the transparency, and that actually builds the trust so that they get new business.
Right.
Absolutely, getting real time reports on dashboards, giving it to the customers contact person who is managing the facilities, it's extremely important for them to understand what is happening on the facilities with the with the real time reports and notifications. And for the company who is managing facilities, for them, for their operation heads, they need that data, like what exactly is happening on the sites. Coming to the last point, that is the access of information. So to make any intelligent decision makers need the information. We call it a data driven decisions. So it is very important to have access to information to make the correct decisions. Now, like I said, there are a lot of like multiple ways and available in the market for digital transformation. So, like we discussed, if to differentiate two different methods, some of them are traditional methods and some of them are modern methods. So, traditional methods are like having IT services development company, or establishing an in-house team for development of services, hard-coded ready solutions. So, these are some of the available ways for traditional methods in for digital transformation, but it has their pros and cons. So coming towards the like if I want to focus on what are the problems in traditional methods or adopting a traditional methods, it involves a huge cost and timeline when it comes to a software development. Also, as you know, in this digital era, day by day, our companies are coming with new devices, new operating systems, So it needs to upgrade the systems timely. So it becomes again a huge investment for the maintenance of entire systems when it comes to web as well as mobile technologies. There are companies who have built the software, we call it hard coded software, because they don't have the customizations capabilities. So when I say customizations capabilities and hard code solution, that means these companies have built these the kind of solutions for facilities management by observing um, the common requirements that are coming from market from in last decade. So those are the fixed solutions which actually cannot adopt your process and fit into your needs precisely. So that becomes a headache here when you don't have the customizations capabilities. So these are some of the problems that we have analyzed while working with the various companies in their digital transformation. Now, talking about the modern methods that are available in the market. So nowadays, companies are implementing IoT devices, sensors, automated buildings, these things in their for facilities management. Now, in India and most like for considering the major countries like US, UK, UAE. So for them, the zero code platform or low code platform is something that is coming new, which is becoming a new method or modern method of for a digital transformation. So I will come to those points. So starting with the IoT devices, sensors, and automated building systems, where we have seen that in India specifically, companies are implementing the IoT and sensors who involve like that involves a lot of investment for them. Also, the maintenance of the IoTs and sensors is something which is challenging. So these are some of the problems that we have analyzed when we were talking about talking with the the consultants, the customers who are working for facilities management using IoT devices, sensors. Like, what is the problem, and what are the benefits of having IoT and sensors? Obviously, there are a lot of advantages that are there for IoT devices and sensors. But what we have seen that still these are the devices. You need the manual inspections and work orders, planned preventive maintenance to be done maybe quarterly or yearly for these devices. And in India, what we have seen, it is a very the problem that we have seen that they are saying that if these devices are installed outside the facilities, sometimes it gets stolen. It sounds little funny, but that's something a practical problem that we have seen with the companies. So if there are a lot of methods available in the market and we have a lot of availability for these systems, what is the best approach that is most suitable way for the digital transformation, which will give you ability to improve your overall efficiency, rapid development without capex, integration capabilities, and having access to the information. So what we have seen that the zero code mobile first platform, that is important, which is SaaS platform, secure, scalable, and cloud focused, which doesn't need the lot of requirement for your infrastructure, don't need the huge investment, and you also have control on overall cost and time.
With the help of timelines and all.
Yeah. So
there is one of our successful case study with one of our client, and
so we would like to explain one of the case study that we have recently seen with one of our customers. So we are working with one of the major car manufacturers in India. Like, they have their Indian subsidiary. So while working with them, what they have done, they have installed a lot of IoT and sensors for energy management, for asset management, to get the real-time updates of assets, whether it is in their peak hours and all. But even if having these IoT devices and sensors installed for first 2 quarters, everything went well, because it was a initial implementation phase. Then the adoption was the challenge and all. So in first quarter, they started analyzing some problems with the IoTs and sensors. So what kind of problems they have seen? So when they approach us for their digital transformation initiatives, so we visited their campus. Like, it was a 150 acres of campus where they have a lot of assets and different shops installed for assembly lines and productions. So we have seen that they have installed a lot of IoT and sensors in the facilities, but those sensors sometimes doesn't work, or sometimes they need the inspections due to some in the environmental changes or the environmental impacts on sensors to be taken care. But having this automated system, they need manual intervention there for the inspections of those devices. Also, the planned preventive maintenance of those devices, like the yearly AMCs and the quarterly AMCs. Now, what we have seen that the decision maker of that company was wanted a system where they will gather all data in one place in the dashboard to make decisions. So what we have seen that these IoT devices and all fetching data, and they have certain manual process in their system, which is inspections and work orders and all. But somehow they were not able to collect the data into a central dashboard in one place. So after our study and analysis of their current processes, the IoT devices kind of data they are fetching, we came to the point that having a zero-code platform for their inspection, like automating their inspections, manual data collections, work orders, and audits, they need the mobile apps for their moving stuff, because they were using the paper forms for collecting those data, inspections and all, and that was not helping them to get data on the central dashboard. So using a zero-code platform, we built a solution for facilities management, where we have given them or customized the platform according to their needs for the planned preventive maintenance, manual inspections, audits, etc. And later, we have integrated this zero-code platform with their IoT devices. So ultimately, IoT devices is fetching data now. Whatever inspections, manual things that used to happen on paper forms is happening on mobile apps. So this both IoT and mobile data, whatever data they are collecting through mobile, it's fetched into one location and presented on a dashboard in the form of graphs and pie charts, which is giving them ability to make data-driven decisions. So this is how we made this case study successful for having IoT devices and no-code platform integration with the IoTs,
Right.
and giving them a dashboard or ability to do inspections and all on mobile and tablets for their moving stuff using a zero-code platform.
Yes.
So about the micro app strategy. So like I said, when we are working with a lot of various industries in various use cases, and observing a lot of challenges when we solve them. So from our experience, what we have seen that companies have a 20% of their problems, which actually has 80% impact on their business point of revenue point of view, or maybe operations point of view, or streamlining their processes. So what we have seen that companies generally try to adopt or try to build entire software in one go. So that becomes a problem for them. So that's the point where we introduce a micro app strategy in Axonator, which becomes a successful digital transformation.
Yeah. So generally we focus on solving one problem at a time, wherein the micro app strategy is to go step by step, right, without capex. So wherein build apps rapidly using codeless tools, which fits exactly into your needs. This is 100% customizable, which controls on cost and timelines. Obviously, it will control on cost and timelines because it is a zero code mobile platform. Adopt effortlessly, provide micro apps to moving stuff.
So when we say the fitting the into your needs precisely, and the customizations capabilities, so we have a zero code platform. That means we have certain our platforms gives certain components to us, which using which we can build a solution for the companies for their digital transformation to automate their business processes. Now, when we discuss the requirements with the customers and all, we actually customize the solutions for their according to their requirements, which fits into their processes precisely and not the other way around.
Exactly.
So that's the power of having a zero code platform, or having the combination of zero code platform and Axonator's micro app strategy to implement a successful digital transformation through which actually fits into your operations.
Yes.
So we also wanted to discuss that. Jayesh want to throw some light on one of the case studies that we came across.
Yeah.
And going a step by step is a great idea for digital transformation.
Yes. So one of our customer, they were facing a huge concerns in terms of losing business because of their manual process, reporting, data collection on papers, the entire manual entities which takes place in the facility management industries. So this was their major concern, and the problem was huge. Idea of building entire software, and they wanted an idea from us to building entire software in one go. And for a huge concern, for a huge problem, we provided a very micro strategy solution. We implemented a micro app strategy and delivered only AMC app for staff. And this was the solution which we provided very strategically. This actually helped them to take faster action, improve their client satisfaction, and ultimately the goal was business growth, which they have got a tremendous result in last 2-3 years. Yeah.
Right. And that's how, like Jayesh mentioned, that we just delivered them the AMC app. So when we actually studied their requirements and like we were going through their challenges, we saw there are a lot of customer complaints and all that are coming up.
Yes.
So when we saw that instead of building entire software, they just need to focus on 20% of their problem, which actually was having 80% impact on their business and revenue. And that was AMC, because they were not getting the automated, like the notifications automatically, getting reports automatically, or giving the notifications to the technicians on the day the PPM was planned. So that's how we gave them the AMC app. Their staff used it, and now this, like the customer complaints and everything reduced. That's how they improved the client satisfaction and that overall business growth they got.
Right. So, so this is well said. Nowadays, this is our analysis that as per our studies and research, companies that focus on digital transformation are 5x likely to achieve breakthrough performances.
Right.
So there are multiple ways available in the market to go digital transformation, right? But the companies with tablet apps are really getting tremendous results in terms of business.
Right. So now we would like to answer some of your questions. You can put your questions into the chat box so that we can get them precisely. And
है भाई ERD मीटिंग करने का कल करते हैं.
Shankar will not be properly. Can you put your Okay, so we have the first question here, that is, what is exactly a zero code platform? So a zero code platform is something, so whenever you have some requirements, you just imagine the old way of developing a software. What is that is ZeroCode. So Jayesh will throw some light on this.
Yeah. So basically, the ZeroCode platform it's a drag and drop platform, which gives you the ability to build the enterprise grade solution rapidly that enables companies to go digital in a faster, efficient way. Right, Vijay? So why the ZeroCode development is the future? Yeah. So why the question arises, why the ZeroCode development is the future? So which cut down the risk of investing huge amount and time in the development, right? Which also helps in finding the reliable IT services company with efficient team.
Right.
And there are multiple other, slots. Yeah. Any further question?
So Firoz, we are not showing the platform in this demo today, in this webinar.
Yeah.
But we would definitely connect post webinar to conduct this. Thanks. Any other questions?
To answer your hello members, please feel free to ask your queries. We would love to answer your questions.
Yeah, so we have the second question here, that is, does it integrate with existing third-party platforms? So yes, the ZeroCode platform, Axonator ZeroCode platform integrates with your existing third-party platforms. So that's how. So yeah. So I was on this question that does it integrate with the existing third-party platforms? So to answer this question, yes, we do integrate with the your existing third-party platforms, and that could be your, like I said, IoT devices, or maybe the existing software where you have your employee data, asset data, etc. There is another question in the box, that is, how reliable, smooth is this drag and drop platform, and how efficient is this when it comes to multiple platforms? So when you say multiple platforms, can you please elaborate a bit, Yogesh? Because a zero code platform, that means we have certain components, that is mobile forms, workflows, reports, dashboards, and integration, which actually give, and using drag and drop, we can build the mobile forms, workflows, reports, dashboards, and later integrate with your existing system. Okay, thanks. Any question?
Yes, I have mentioned one question. Abhishek here from Evolent. Can you hear my voice, please?
Yes,
yeah,
yes,
we got
can.
your answer in chat. We got your question in chat box.
Yeah, so that was the question. Like, can we have for example, we have book my show for some movie theaters like that. People book their seat before they come, right?
Right.
So similarly, can we have that digital platform on the space management planner, wherein people can book their seats before they come to office, and can we have some social distancing mechanism which is integrated in this kind of space management planner?
Right. So yes, we can.
We have a solution for space management, and we are actually providing this space management.
Right.
Few of our clients.
Right.
Yeah.
Where you have the ability to set like your facilities with the floor maps and all, where you can people can book their desk before they come to the office and all.
Correct.
It also has the parking management.
Okay, cool.
Yeah.
So similarly can be applied for the cafeteria management as well. So even for lunchtime, I can book my slot. Is that also possible?
Yes, it does. So cafeteria management is also possible. Like there are solutions for cafeteria management.
Okay.
It actually, like I said, this facility management solution using a micro app strategy actually serves all the needs of facility management. That could be your housekeeping, that could be your technical maintenance. When I say housekeeping, that means your cafeteria, your washrooms, the reception areas, meeting rooms, and all. It also has the live space availability capabilities like space management, parking management, and work order management. So
asset inventory.
you can track your assets, etc.
Okay. Okay.
So we
Got
go
it.
like I said, we go step by step when we develop a solution for any of the for facility management companies.
Okay. Fine. Thank you.
Okay, so we have another question.
Okay, so there is another question that it's a very interesting question. I will go with the question. We often hear low code platforms are self customizable, but on implementation, we understand that a partner is required. Do we need a partner for Axonator? What would be the charges for customizations? So basically, when we develop a solution for the facilities management and deliver them, maybe 6 months down the line, 1 year down the line, they need some certain customizations or certain changes in their software or the solution. So to answer your question precisely, yes, what we do, certain part you can customize on your own. We train your staff sometimes. For example, if you have a technical IT team deployed in your team, they can do certain customizations. But when it comes to customize the workflows for some complex processes, we recommend that we will be there to support you for that change management or changing your existing software.
Yes.
The charges involved for customizations, it depends on the complexity of the changes and the customizations needed. It comes under the change management of the platform. I hope we have answered this question correctly, right? Ashish, is it fine? Thanks. Okay, there is another question that if I decide to go step by step and decide to implement only mobile first solution initially and implement IoT integration 2 years down the line, is it possible with the same solution? So to answer this question, yes. Like I said, going a step by step is a key for digital transformation. For example, you have implemented a software for your facilities management using ZeroCode mobile first platform now, and 1 year down the line or 2 year down the line, you are thinking to implement, or you are in a position where you can implement sensors and IoTs in your facilities. So like I said, we can integrate this ZeroCode. Our platform can be integrated with your existing system plus IoT and sensors, so that we can face data, and like these two things, two different platforms can communicate and give you a collective output. So like I said, it's an incremental growth. As your organization grow, the platform also grows. That's the beauty of this whole zero code mobile first platform. So I hope I have answered your question, right? Thank you. So there is another question on data security. So Jayesh would like to talk about the data security.
Yeah. We really ensure that your data is secured with us. We host on AWS cloud, but but in terms of data security, yeah. So we host on AWS cloud, and we have a strict internal policies that nobody can steal your data. When we say that we host on AWS server, it's an end-to-end encryption. And and when it comes to a data security from your end, and if you want to host us on your server, your cloud, that is also possible. Does that satisfy your question, GB? Okay,
Great. So I think we are pretty much on time. Any further questions?
okay. I think so far, yeah.
Okay. So we have got a lot of good questions, and thanks all for
asking.
joining us today and asking such interesting question, and giving us a chance to interact with everyone today.
Shall we wait for 2 more minutes so that if anybody has a question, then we can probably end up with the call?
Yes.
Thank you.
Thank you, Yogesh.
Thank you. So seems like we have answered all the queries, and moving forward, if you have any concerns or any queries, you can email us. So Vinay will mention our email ID in the chat box, jayesh.p. Thank you, Abhishek. We'll also mention our contact details. Please feel free to contact us. Thank you so much, members. It was nice talking to you, interacting with you. Yes, Vinay, would you like to add something?
So I would like to thank everyone, and we will again come up with a good topic in the next time. So thank you so much for your support. Have a good day ahead.
Have a good day. Thank you.